Hello, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, and it is time to return to Sherlock Holmes versus Arsene Lupin, or Sherlock Holmes' nemesis. Now, we were working to solve the cases so we have to find the right face. Oh, is that it? That's our vase. Oh, how nice! I found it so simply.
There is something here.
Yeah, and whoops. Okay. Oh, it's an assembly puzzle. All right. This is one of those where you have to figure out what the image looks like. Okay. Well. Oh, yes, that fits. Oh. Is that right? I don't know. Ah, okay. Oh, hello. There's something there. Ah! I don't think that fits there. That fits there, maybe? Oh! Oh, they overlap. Okay, well, that changes things. Alright. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I think, yes, that would make sense. Oh, it's making more and more sense. Okay, maybe they don't overlap. Maybe they do. I don't know. It's been years since I did this puzzle. Okay, that fits. Okay, that fit. I guess that fits. Looks like it fits.
A new message. What now?
Okay, both bull and lion, guardian and demon, the bearded face of a man strong and true. Wings spread, I hold the next sermon. Between my sharp claws, I, the Shadow. Okay, so let's use that.
I must find something that resembles the description given in the poem.
Okay, let's go back to the Egyptian hallway. The Shadow. Oh, yeah, this is, I guess this matches. Oh. There's
A piece of paper is still hidden there. Lupin must have prepared his coup for weeks, even if he was obliged to improvise somewhat tonight.
Yes. From the youngest Henry Award, half of his number to Edward. From the youngest Henry Award, half of his number to Edward. You must replace the king you did obtain with the Richard whose number is the same, minus that of Charles I to move forward. From John to the first James, you must cut a Christian name. Their numbers plus 3 will do. This given name, we give this number to an exchange this king with Charles II. Okay. Alright. Okay. So we need something. Lupin, you are giving us a race, so... English kings, it would be something permanent. Or the monarchs, I should say. Hello? Let's see. Oh. Yes, this is all the rulers. Okay, the youngest Henry is Henry... Henry the Eighth. Henry the Eighth. And half's 4, so Edward the Fourth. Okay, I gotta replace Edward with Richard III. Let's see, where's Richard III? There he is.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Okay, the next step. John and James the First and a Christian name. Plus 3 equals 6. Okay, Henry the Sixth with Charles the Second.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Okay. Okay, Richard's with William. So so this is Richard the First with William the First.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Richard the Second with... Was there a William? There's William the Second. So Richard the Second with William the Second.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Let's see. Richard the Third with William the Third. Oh.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
All right. It's at the 4th column with the 6th column. First column with this. Oh, I did the wrong one. I've switched the wrong 2. Okay. 4th column with column 6.
Perfect. Now on to the next step. Perfect. Now on to the next step. Perfect. Now on to the next step. Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Okay. From William first. William first and George the second. Okay. Okay, got that. Anne and Richard the first.
This medal is a fake, and I must open it. It appears to be quite solid. I don't want to break its contents. I must find a precision instrument.
Okay. Well, now we got the fake. Okay, so let's, director's office is here. Oh. I didn't want to... Oh, never mind. Let's talk...
Ah, if it isn't the architect.
Yes, let's talk to him.
Tell me, would you happen to have amongst your tools an implement that could split metal?
Ah, yes. In fact, I have an extremely rare tool whose sole purpose is that.
Yes, I need to borrow it.
Could I borrow this implement?
It should be over there. It's a saw with a diamond-edged blade, made in South Africa. It cuts the hardest of steels like butter. There are only 3 in the world. By Jove, I can't seem to find it.
Was it prudent to leave it here for all to see?
I only received it last night, and I was waiting until I had the combination to this strongbox in which to store it. In any case, it was still there when the workmen left, and I was to take it when I went home. My goodness, where could it be?
Okay.
I will attempt to find something else, thank you.
Alright. Where's Watson? In here.
Now, Watson, do you always stroll around with a hammer? Are you using it for testing Lupin's victims' reflexes?
No, Holmes. It's just...
I do believe I could use that tool.
Certainly, take it. I must replace it near...
Later, Watson.
Place it near. Okay.
It's the only way. I hope I don't damage the paper that I assume is inside.
Okay, to find a book in the library, it is best from the great circle know the sections and then the shelves where they rest. Then from left to right, count the divisions. On the antique Egyptian stela, you will see a false hieroglyph which will give you the start. To find the rest, you must count again for me. Left to right, down, up. Let's see if you are smart. Okay.
Find an Egyptian stela.
Well, gee, I wonder where they're at. Not that. But this is a stela. Okay. Eighth row. There it is.
Unless the Egyptians took up Latin, this letter E is in Lupin's hand.
Okay. Let's jump back to the reading room. Okay. C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh!
This sheet is slightly older than these books.
No. It's a musical score. Okay.
It's a musical score. This melody certainly has a meaning. It's most likely a popular tune. I'll need the advice of an expert.
Alright, let's talk to him.
If I could bother you again.
Absolutely.
Apparently you're a true music aficionado. Can you enlighten me on this score?
Not in the least, my dear sir. Even if I am unbeatable when it comes to the lyrics to both traditional and popular songs, I do not know how to read music, and I couldn't tell Mozart from a pudding recipe if it was being sung.
I'll have to find a way to play the tune.
Ah, well, there is one instrument that Holmes was fond of. Not there. There it is!
This instrument will do the
Stradivarius.
job.
Stradivarius. Take good care with that baby, Holmes. Alright.
So, Mr. Holmes.
Apparently you're a true music aficionado.
Not in the...
I'll have to... Now listen well.
Return, return, return from whence you went. Return, return, return from whence you went.
That's
Do you
familiar?
recognize this music?
Certainly, a little ditty by a quartet who failed to meet with any great success. Their coiffures, which I thought were just divine, were thought to be a little too avant-garde and didn't do well either.
And there's the
Do you
name.
know the name of the quartet or that of the song?
The song is Return, and the group The Scarabs.
Aha!
Return, the Scarabs. I thank you.
Return quickly.
Well, scarab was always his sacred insect. Like, there he is.
There's a piece of stucco, darkened with shoe polish, with a message inside.
If you've been quick, outside it's night. But the sun is the museum's hiding light. It has a full court and invites you to dance, but remember to count too. Give the key a turn and get the music to swing. Look at them around their astral king. Count the turns as they go past, as they follow their path. You must be fast. Add them all, but Arsene says that the little white one turns two ways. Then take the blue planet on which we fly, square its rotations, and by 2 you multiply. Take the product of both numbers, and you now have the one to which 1,000 you must add. If you've got it and know what to do, then it's time to go.
I must find something that resembles the description given in the poem.
Sun and its court.
Column and chapter, in the shape of a palm, red granite.
Well, there's only one thing I can think of. There. An old...
My, I must count the number of turns executed by each of the planets and make the calculation based on Lupin's poem. Such an imagination.
Okay. So we have here Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and that's probably... Oh, and there's the moon too, the moon. Alright. Okay. So now I gotta get all these to go around each. Five. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, it also gives me the moon. Wow. Mars. This is very complex math now. I'm sort of glad I'm using a walkthrough with this. 4 for Mars. This, I guess, is Jupiter. Yep. Okay. And Saturn. Taking the longest time to go around. Okay, so now I have all my numbers. 6 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 16, 3 plus 13, which is 16. So 6 plus 5 plus 3. That's 11 plus 3, 14, plus 16 is 30. 4 plus 2 plus 1, so that's 37. Now we have to square Earth's rotation, which is 3. Square 3 is 9, and double it, that's 18. 37 times 18 is... 666. Add 1,000, so 1,600. Alright.
Here's what I've been looking for.
Necronomicon. There's a throwback to the third game released, Awakening, or The Awakened, which is the second game in the current timeline. Be third when Chapter 1 comes out. Oh boy! So now, first row at the third level. I wouldn't want to hide anything in that book, though. Am I missing it? Come on, Necronomicon.
No book, but Lupin has left me a message. The last, undoubtedly.
Dear Mr. Holmes, enough enigmas and Alexandria. If you're reading this, it's because I've carried off my victory. The next I have to admit, between the two of us is certainly the most perilous. There is something in this world that money can't buy. In its name, millions of men have died, sword in hand, and a smile on their lips. Illustrious conquerors and mighty armies have attempted in vain to take what I am preparing to steal. Only one person in the world can cause me to fail, and despite the two of us, this person may just be my most precious ally as well. I am priming a battle on a field that I have studied 1,000,000 times, but is completely unknown at the same time. But I digress, and must be testing your patience. But not far from where you are, there is a man who is whistling or humming. If you ask him who is the person dearest in the world to him, he will balk at answering, but will eventually show you a portrait. I would ask you to carefully observe this portrait, because soon enough this face will disappear forever. Barnco. Well, he's always this. Well then, this can. Oh, Jesus criminy, Holmes! All right, Mr. Barn. Let's talk.
Pardon me, but I wanted to ask you a question that is somewhat delicate.
Anything you'd like, pet.
I want to know who is the person who means the most to you.
It's you, my one and only you.
Listen well, I'm working on the case at hand. If you do not cooperate immediately, I will advise your superiors in the most detrimental terms possible of your antagonism. Is that clear?
Well, well, well. What do you want, anyway? I've done all I could to help you. What does the question mean, anyway?
I've been told that you keep a portrait of someone who is very important to you.
Oh, that. It made the workmen laugh when I showed it to them. But, you know, she means a lot to them, too.
How is that possible? They know her also?
What a question. Of course they do. And you, too, for that matter. She must certainly be one of the people who means most to you, isn't she?
How would I know?
You're English like me. And isn't every Englishman happy and proud when he sees that noble face?
Queen Victoria.
Why, it's Queen Victoria.
Victoria, Queen of Great Britain, Empress of India. At her 50th, the Jubilee.
There, Holmes, I've told you everything. You are correct. Someone on the inside did help Lupin enter the museum. And I must shamefully confess that it could only have been me. That rogue, under the guise of a journalist, played me, and I was blind to it all. He even left me his card the first time we met. Here, look. Maybe there's a clue.
Piers Urquhart Allen, independent journalist. What does Piers' filling card reveal? It's one of those fun things. It's an anagram.
It's a shame that you didn't show me this card earlier, my dear Watson. Our adversary is both talented and bold, more than any other criminal mastermind we have ever fought, with one exception, and he has fooled us yet again. This adventure, however, has forced him to discover something. We have the lead, and he has had to improvise. In addition, he inevitably must have had a retreat somewhere in the vicinity to be able to observe us and to hound your footsteps. He's ingenious and has certainly left the location already, but he may, in his haste, have left some small clues behind.
But we have no idea where his hideout could have been. The only place we might receive any information is the Golden Lion. But nobody there will say anything to you or me.
Indeed, the Golden Lion is a hostile spot, unless you use the same weapons as your adversary.
In other words, it's disguise time.
Now, Watson, disguised thusly, will I do justice to the clientele of the Golden Lion?
Tremendous, Holmes. But what am I to do?
Out of the two of us, you are the wordsmith. I'll need you to write a letter, send a copy to Lestrade, addressed to the Prime Minister, in order to have an interview with this person.
You are not serious, Holmes.
It can't be more obvious. This
Yep.
must be the target of Lupin's next crime.
I must lay down for a moment.
I am counting on you, Watson. See you soon.
And with this, we will call it an episode. Because now it's time to find the digs of Arsene, where he's hiding, and we must find some things out. In fact, I have a feeling we're going to find the one item that was stolen there. As always, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, inviting you to subscribe to the channel, and to check out some of the other Sherlock Holmes games I've played through. I've played through Sherlock Holmes vs. Jack the Ripper, Sherlock Holmes The Awakened, and Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. And I will be tackling other games as I work my way through them in chronological order. That is until Chapter 1 comes out and I pick it up. As always, please subscribe to the channel and check out some of the other playthroughs I'm doing. I'm working my way through Aliens vs. Predator, the 2010 edition. I am also started taking on the Henry Stickmin collection, which will last until I get through all of that and having great laughs along the way. I'm also working my way through several other games, including including the Monkey Island franchise from LucasArts, although I am now leaving LucasArts for a little bit till we can hang out with the Telltale chapter. Tales from Monkey Island. I'm also working on games with Call of Cthulhu in the name. One such game is Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. I do a series of runs through the game of Monstrum, and I'm working on a game from the creators of Myst called Abduction, which is showing itself to be a very interesting title. And there's some others up on the channel you may want to check out. So, until next time, and we continue our adventure and go after find Lupin's hideout, as well as try to prevent his latest crime venture, which involves the Queen of England at the time, Queen Victoria. Take care, subscribe, and enjoy. Have fun all!